Murder suspect who spent 4 years in jail awaiting trial talks about justice system failures he says endangers us all. Fox Files investigator Chris Hayes spoke exclusively to a man now wearing an ankle bracelet as he still waits for his trial years after his arrest.
Charles Howard was first locked up on a murder charge in 2018, and he says it's not his choosing. His trial was delayed so many times, a judge released him on an ankle bracelet in December.
I was a violator the day I got let out because my address wasn't any good. That night I slept in an apartment hallway because I didn't know anywhere else to go. After 4 years, now I'm starting with less than zero because somehow they lost my documentation. So I didn't have a birth certificate, didn't have a driver's license, didn't have a social security card. So I can't even go get work.
He says he's working now against the odds, monitored by this ankle bracelet that court records indicate he's violated twice since his release.
One time I didn't charge it in time and it started beeping, and shortly after that I got a phone call. Luckily I was getting ready to charge it at the time. I said it was on, but when I got that phone call and it was the courts, I was really, I was scared that they were going to tell me that, you need to come turn yourself in.
He remains free, awaiting an April trial for the stabbing death of Greg Stevens.
A guy that I knew to be a good guy was murdered. This is very unfortunate. I counted him as a friend.
Stevens owned land here in North City, where Howard says the victim allowed people without homes to live in tents.
He had some people that he was worried about, and he actually hired me to do security at his place.
We know little about the evidence because Howard has only had about one hearing in 4 years. Fox 2 was there when it was revealed that GPS data tied to a mobile device is key to the case. It also came out in court that someone else may be connected to that mobile device who is not charged.
I'm innocent, and there's nothing that says that I did this, but it was clear to me that they didn't have anything else, so I was just the lowest hanging fruit because I had been associated. I had rented from the guy. So I've been trying to go to trial since it started. Okay, well if you think I did it, let's go ahead and go to trial.
If there's no evidence, why do they hang on to the case?
That's a good question. That's a good question. And it's not just a question in regard to my situation, it's a question in regard to hundreds of other people's situations that are still at the Justice Center.
Then there are suspects like Daniel Riley, who was free on an ankle monitor and reportedly violating house arrest repeatedly. February 18th, police and prosecutors say he caused the violent crash that robbed an innocent Janae Edmondson of her legs.
That hits to the heart of the problem because you don't have a coherent and competent system in place to administer justice. When I heard about it on the news, I knew that they were going to come for me. I knew that the way things run in this city, everybody's just trying to cover themselves.
No response from the circuit attorney's office, but the jail answered late today. Upon his release, Mr. Howard signed 2 departmental documents indicating he received personal belongings and paperwork. We are looking further into this matter to ensure all procedures are followed. For the Fox Files, I'm Chris Hayes.